Won't be needing that anymore. Got the iPhone 12. So you have an iPhone 11 Pro Max and you're trying to figure out, okay, do I even need to upgrade to the iPhone 12 Pro Max? What exactly is different? Is it even worth the money? In this video, we're gonna be covering all of that and more, whether you should upgrade from this guy to this guy and why or why not. Let's get to it. So the iPhone 12 Pro Max has been out for about like 2 weeks now, and so far it's been taking the internet by storm. And not always for the best reasons, but it's nonetheless, everybody's interested in it because it is the biggest iPhone that Apple has ever made to date. And I mean that, like when you actually put these two together, you can literally, like it literally feels chunkier. And part of that is because of the new design. Like it has like the whole iPhone 4, iPhone 5 vibes with the whole squared off edges and everything like that. To be honest, I dig that. Like, I think that is a awesome change. However, on the bigger iPhones, it does make it feel a lot more boxy, a lot more wieldy, because your hands kind of got to go like over the corners. And that is something that you're going to have to live with if you do decide to go with the 12 Pro Max. Another change in design that you're going to notice is it is actually a bit taller. Like the screen is actually a bit bigger, and I believe we're going from a 6.5 inch to a 6.7 inch. However, I will say this though, even though this phone is bigger than the iPhone 11 Pro Max, it is actually lighter. So that is some good news. Okay, but what exactly is different this year? And that's what we're gonna look at right now. Another design change we have this year is that we have newer colors. So last year, Apple decided, so Apple always sticks with like their base colors, which is like the black, silver, and gold. And then they add like another color into the mix. Last year it was the green, this year it is the blue. I'm a huge fan of this colorway. I think they did a great job. It is like a really nice hint of blue, and I think it just works really well with like the stainless steel edges and everything like that. The phone just flows. It just looks beautiful to the eye. Now, continuing on with the design on top of the phone, Apple claims that now they have a even stronger, like a 4 times stronger material on top called ceramic shield. Now, they rate this for drop tests being 4 times better than the previous gen model. So if you are somebody who maybe drops their iPhone a lot, or maybe you just like to rock them caseless and you have the guts to walk around with a $1,500 phone without the case, dude, I just feel like antsy, like just like waving this around. Like who else is super antsy looking at this? However, I do wish that they had added more scratch resistance because this screen continues to get scratched like easy, like all other iPhone screens in the past like few years. I don't know why. I don't know what they did with their screens. They just get scratched so easily. Okay, next up, we're gonna talk about 5G. I don't really wanna go too much in detail with this topic because 5G is a new change that they've rolled across their iPhones, and it's just the direction society's heading in, right? Like you see all these Android phones now have 5G. Apple had to do it as well. Me personally, I'm not too crazy about it. Like I didn't really see a need for 5G. Like my phone wasn't slow when I was outside by any means. I was still able to get everything that I needed to get done. And I'm not downloading like crazy big videos or projects or anything like that on the go because I already have limited data. So if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna wait until I get home. So 5G, nice to have. Not really something that I'm super excited about. Now, along with the network changes, Apple also did upgrade the internal specs of it. Now it has a A14 Bionic chip, which is a 5nm chip, which is the smallest like Apple has ever made, and it is super impressive. It's got a 6-core CPU, 4-core GPU, and a 16-core neural engine. Now, what does that mean for you? This thing is gonna be blazing fast for years to come. So if you're gonna upgrade to this, then you don't have to worry about it slowing down anytime soon. Like this is the processor that they're putting inside like their iPads and stuff, and you're able to like edit video on it. They even had a showcase of somebody playing League of Legends on this thing, which is pretty darn cool. I mean, it is going to blaze past whatever you throw at it, photo editing, video editing, processing of any kind. So it's a welcome addition. Now, amongst all of these differences, my favorite difference is MagSafe. So basically they have like this new MagSafe charger, which is okay. I mean, it just charges your phone at about 15 watts, which is actually really fast for wireless charging technically. However, it is still kind of like wireless, wired. It's like a weird middle ground. So you still have like a wire dangling across, but it is also, you don't have to like plug anything in. So it's like a hybrid. The reason why I'm super excited about MagSafe is the ecosystem possibilities. Like they are crazy. Like there's so many things you can do. You're already seeing a lot of companies like Moment, a lot of companies like Peak Design, and even Apple themselves roll out a lot of accessories that are compatible with MagSafe. For example, you go sit inside your car and you don't want to you don't want to hold onto your phone while the GPS is going, because you're going to get ticketed and that is against the law. But besides, let's say you just want to connect your phone to your car. No more do you need to have that fiddly thing where you unscrew it and you just slide your phone inside, strap it in, and then you gotta make sure it's got a seat belt on it and crap like that. No, none of that. Now it's got magnets, so all you gotta do is you literally just find the magnet and just attach it, and it will just stay there. Another one I really like, so both Peak Design, Moment, I think they're both doing stuff like this where you get this magnetic sticky pad that you can just stick to the wall. So let's say you stick it inside the bathroom against your wall. Now when you're in the bathroom using the bathroom, you can just stick this against the wall and you don't gotta hold your phone anymore. Damn, you just made your life so much easier. You could use the bathroom hands-free and still get your phone. So that's pretty cool. Don't lie, you guys all do that. I don't do that though. I don't. Now, last but not least, one of the biggest differences Apple did talk about in the keynote is the new camera system. The new camera system is supposed to be quite a bit better than the iPhone 11 Pro, but well, more on that later. Firstly, we get a longer range telephoto lens. So before it was 2 times, now it's 2.5 times. That extra range is noticeable and it is nice to have. However, the aperture did go a little bit higher on that, which means that in low light, the telephoto lens is just gonna be a little bit more noisier. So there's that, but you do get more range on it. For the most part, I use the regular lens, which Apple calls the wide lens. Now that lens, actually Apple said, has been improved to shoot 87% better low light photos, which means that the main camera on this is supposed to be at least better than the iPhone 11 Pro Max. During nighttime, you're going to be able to take night mode portraits now, which this can do because it also has a LiDAR sensor at the back. Now, in terms of video, the iPhone 11 Pro Max already did a spectacular job. I actually use this for a lot of my filming as well over on my personal channel, and people weren't able to even discern a difference between my camera and the iPhone 11 Pro Max because the average user doesn't really care about that. They just want to see something that looks good or something that's interesting because story counts. However, with this guy, the video is going to be even better because now you have sensor shift technology with the main camera, which is basically an optical image stabilization. So what that means is when you're walking around with a phone or taking a photo or a video or anything like that, then all the micro jitters and the shakes that come on the iPhone or any phone for the matter of fact, or any camera for that matter of fact, now you have a sensor inside that is kind of suspended and it'll just kind of move around to offset the shakes. That means you're gonna get a lot more smoother video. This is actually noticeable and I have noticed it in my usage of this phone. So that is pretty cool. But yeah, I think I've pretty much covered majority of the differences between the iPhone 11 Pro Max and the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Now, should you upgrade? Is that something you need to do? So the thing is, phones have come so far now that year-over-year changes are just not that crazy anymore. However, this year I actually did find that the changes from the iPhone 11 Pro Max to the 12 Pro Max were pretty decent. You have the design change, you have the MagSafe support, which is gonna open up the door to more accessories and a better ecosystem. You have slightly better cameras that are gonna give you better photo and video, and you have the faster processor, which is gonna future-proof you for longer. However, the iPhone 11 Pro is no slouch. If you had an even older iPhone and you didn't want to shell out all that extra money right now for an iPhone 12 Pro Max, you can find an iPhone 11 Pro Max for quite a bit cheaper on the used market. But if you are somebody that wants the latest and greatest, you want the latest camera, you want the 5G, you want the ceramic shield display so you can rock it caseless, you want to MagSafe all things, you want the better design and this new super awesome color. Even the gold, by the way, looks really nice. You have to really check it out in person, but you want the new colors, then you know what? The iPhone 12 Pro Max is a great choice, and it is a phone that I highly recommend. It is a phone that is going to be my personal daily driver, and that's the phone that I'm going to be upgrading to personally going forward for this year. So in any case, if you liked this video, you thought this video was beneficial to you guys, make sure you guys go ahead and give us a like down below, and make sure you guys are subscribed to this channel because we're going to be putting out a lot more tech related content that you are going to enjoy watching. This is a new channel and we really appreciate your support. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you guys in the next one.